All right, so this video is going to demonstrate parallel arrays. And so I'll go through this example that I kind of write out right here on a notepad, and then we'll go into Visual Basic and just do like a simple car class type video. So let's say we had, I don't know, let's say we had students, okay? So there's lots of information about students. So maybe a student has an int student ID. Okay, it has a, let's call it string name. And now there can be lots of students, so we're going to put these all into arrays, all right? And let's say they had a double GPA. Let's just stick with that, okay? So let's say we had, I don't know, we could have like 4 or 5, well, let's just have like 3 students because student names are going to fill up a lot of the screen. So we could have like student ID 1111, I don't know, 2222, and 3333, okay? And then we have a student name, which would be like, I don't know, Jill Smith, John Smith, and I don't know, Jack Smith. Let's just do Jack because I'm running out of screen space, alright? Okay. And their GPA would be, like 4.0. Okay. So remember our index for our arrays, they start at 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so this is also index 0, index 1, index 2, and index 0, 1, and 2 right here. And so if the user sets up this data in the right order for all of these, then the arrays are said to be in parallel. Thus, parallel arrays, all right? So, because in C++ and Java, now Python is a bit different, but in C++ and Java, you can only store ints in an int array, okay? You can only store strings in a string array, and you can only store doubles in a double array. And so one of the ways that you can, store a lot of information for a lot of different things, as long as it's like data, okay? You got to make sure it's like data. Now, 111 and Jill Smith aren't like data, but in terms of the student, that's the student's name, that's their ID, and that's their GPA. So they're all like data that you can pull from, and so then you can run loops on this and print out all the information. And that's what we're going to do in this example in Visual Studio here in a second, all right? So I'm going to just minimize that. Sorry, let me get all this stuff. I got a lot of stuff in my background. So let me open up Visual Studio. Create a new project. Now this isn't going to be, I'm not going to make this into like a big giant program. It's just going to be like a car class with car information. Main Okay, main parallel arrays. All right. Okay. All right, so we'll have using namespace. Okay, so let's think about this. All right, so what are the main things that identify a car? All right, I am gonna say I don't know, a make, a model, and a year. Okay, so a make would be a string. We could do a price too, that's fine. String make. Okay, and let's say our makes are Toyota, a Ford, let's say GMC, VW, and Honda. Okay. So I gotta make that lowercase. Okay, so let's say our models, that's also going to be a string. Our model will be we'll do my car, right? This is my car. Forerunner. I almost don't want to tell you guys the age of them. I drive around in old cars, so Forerunner, Mustang, Sierra. Let's do a bug, and I don't know, Civic. Okay, and yours is going to be an int. And we will do, so my year is 2002, 2010, let's do 2015, 2016, and 2020. Okay, and let's just do one for double, so you guys can see all of them. Double, I don't know, price. I don't know. I think mine was like $5,999.99. Mustang, let's say it's 6,999.99. Sierra would probably be more. I don't know, 12,500. 0. The bug, I don't know, 13,000. And the Honda Civic is fairly new. It's 2001 now, so I don't know what Civics go for, but let's say new ones go for 23,000, something like that. All right, so for now what we can do is we can run through them all with one. Well, first of all, what we want to do is we want to figure out the size of our array. So we'll say int, I don't know, do I want to just call it our size? I could say it, car our size is equal to the size of, And then since they all have 5, now this will not work, and this would actually create errors. So we have 1, 2. So let me put an index in here too. Index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't know. I just write them out like this, but when you first start, you might want to get all of them to line up, just so that you can see. You know, again, like, this is stuff that I wouldn't do normally, and I'm just kind of doing right here to, you know, this might be what you want to do. I'm not telling you have to line it up like this, but for some people, you know, being able to see the index positions might help them. Again, a lot of this stuff is up to you how you do it like this. I wouldn't line this up if I was not making a video for this, but, you know, again, for you newbies, it might be easier for you to kind of think through it like this. And then you can kind of see how they are all in parallel, so all these line up. Now, if you were to do this and you put, you know, 2023 in here, this would create an error, because watch what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to pick one of them. I'll pick the make, and I'll put the make in here. Okay. And this is going to give me the number of elements in the array, size of, and I'll show you why it's going to screw things up here in a second if I do it like this. Size of make at 0. Okay, and I'll actually get it to work properly at first. All right. So we'll do, I don't know, int I equals 0. I is less than car r size. I plus plus, and then we would do a cout on the. We'll just label it first. We'll say make. And then make at position I and end L. Okay. Cout model cout make model year. And cout, I don't know, what did I put down? Price. Whoops. Okay. So if I run this now, yeah, let's see here. I'll put another cout and L right there. And then we can see the 5 different ones, the spaces in between. All right. So we've got make Toyota model 4Runner year 2002 price $5.99, and then so forth. Now, so now I've got some data that I can look at, and it makes sense. And I kill, you know, 5 different birds with one stone with this parallel array running through one for loop. Now, if any of them are out of parallel, this has now 6 items in it. Let's watch what this might not create an error, but it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna create an error, but I wouldn't be able to display this last year. And the reason why it wouldn't create an error because there's 6 different in there. So now let's look at what happens if I put in just that. Okay, that should create the error for me. Let me see here. No. Let me think here. 2016. What about this one? This one doesn't have a year on it. See? That's actually a runtime error. I don't know why that's not causing a compile error, because we would go in here and the highest level year is in index position 3, but this one's running index position 4. So let me think here. Well, I guess it's still less than. Index position 4 is still less than the array size of 5, but there's nothing in index position 4, so it's just giving me this junk data. So this is a runtime error right here where it works, but it's got issues still. I don't think. I don't know. That would have caused an error with NetBeans, but you know, there's no error list in here, so I think this is fine. So it works, but that would be an issue. So you definitely want to put, make sure that your data is in parallel. So anyway, that's parallel arrays, and this video is done.